Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac Repentance, where today I have a little bit of a limited amount of time, so we are going to do a run to the chest as Tainted Isaac, which, yeah, it's just one of those things we still have left to do. So let's just try and get that done, preferably in one attempt, because quite frankly, I do not have the time for more than one attempt, so hopefully this is gonna work out. Otherwise, this is gonna be a slightly more depressing video. It would be the first video technically without any progress, I would say, unless I guess record on a different day and then attach it to this one, but we'll see. I mean, ultimately the goal is to not die, I suppose, so we'll just try and do that. Strange Attractor is pretty rough, but I mean, this is an alright follower. It's a little bit of an odd one. It roughly shoots my tears, I think. It usually seems to get a little bit stronger as time progresses, so I'm assuming that is actually the case. It's part of Conjoined, so that's nice. And I'm not sure if we've even seen it in a run before, so all in all, that's pretty exciting. Once again, the stopwatch on Basement 1 taunting us because we can never quite afford it at this point in the game usually, but perhaps we'll find a secret room somewhere. Could be over here, could be next to the sacrifice room. Good stuff. But we'll see. Maybe we'll get another bomb and then we can make life a little bit simpler. That's the dream right now, but if not, then we'll just have to go without stopwatch. I mean, we are Tainted Isaac, so obviously we can only carry so many things, and do we really want a stopwatch of all things? It would make the run too easy, if anything. So preferably I want something a little better, or Birthright, and then we can take the stopwatch, but both of those are perhaps not entirely realistic or feasible goals. So there is some unfortunateness. There is a coin here. I will just clear out every room in the hope that we can actually get one more bomb and as such go to our secret room. Maybe I should not die though. Maybe I should stop running into everything. As we are progressing through this place. We are in Basement 1 and I've gotten hit like 4 times already, so quite frankly. It's a warm-up. It's a warm-up run is what this is. There's also a charming poop in the top left corner there, so I should actually get that. I guess I might as well just destroy all the poops here as well, since there might be hearts inside and I'm reaching the point where I might need them. So all in all, good stuff. That's a friend, I'm pretty sure. Ooh, look at that. That's very nice. There you go. Already hit him a couple times, but just a little bit more friends waiting for us in there. I'll take the soul heart before we leave. We're getting a lot of stuff from these poops without a poop trinket. But now we're going to get even more stuff with a poop trinket. If we could also get like a card against humanity, that would just be lovely. It would definitely simplify things. Did not mean to pick up that rotten heart immediately, but that's fine. And let's go check out the boss. We got 7 coins. We got 1 bomb, so we're sort of near being able to afford the stopwatch in the grand scheme of things. If you could just blow yourself up even once, that would just be ideal. Or just run into the flames. I mean, there is some options here, but so far it's been a lot of... Okay, there we go. Like moving slightly away from the bomb the moment it happened, so it was a little unfortunate. I mean, luck's pretty good, but I do like me some tier rate at the start of a run, so we're just gonna go with that. Obviously, like a lucky penny is just really good on this character, just because you, it's a stat up forever. You're never gonna lose that luck up because it's a lucky penny that drops, and it's not technically an item. So stuff like that does become very powerful, but yeah. It is, once again, what it is. I am gonna try for a secret room. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be happy about it. I will just quickly once again do a quick look over of all the rooms around these 2 places in the hope that one of them has just blocked off. Oh yeah, like that. There we go. That makes my choice a little simpler. Unfortunately, it could still be good if we also blow up this reroll machine, and hopefully there's not like an item inside him. It could have been so good if we got 4 more coins from that, but you know what? Fair enough. It's okay. We technically don't need the stopwatch, but it certainly would have been really nice. Had we gotten one more bomb, I could have blown up the donation machine as well, and then maybe it would have been enough. I mean, technically there could be something here. There's not. I'm just gonna take the normal route. As I've taken about 16 hits in the first floor already, I think today is going to be a little bit of a rough one, so we're just gonna try and play it as safely as possible and not do things like the dross and things, because that is bound to go wrong on a bad day, so let's just play it calm, just do a classic Isaac run to the chest and just have a good time with it all around. I'm pondering between angel rooms and devil deals. My health situation hasn't... well, it's not terrible. It's Isaac, really. We got one soul heart so far, so if anything, we could give it a shot. Like, Brimstone would just be really nice. Simultaneously, there are some good angel room items as well that would be really nice to have. Like, if we could get a sacred heart or something like that. Which, the odds are decent, at least, when trying to go for Sacred Heart with Tainted Isaac, just because you have 2 choices for everything, and there's a couple of angel rooms where, like a couple of angel room layouts where you can pick 1 of 3 items, and that becomes 6, effectively. 1 of 6 items, admittedly, so you do get rid of a lot of choices from 1 attempt from one of those rooms, but there's only so many angel room items, so... yeah, it's tempting either way. I don't hate it, you know? I'm just gonna try it. If we get a health down, then I might not... no, we got a health up and a damage down. Tier rate went up as well, though, so that's at least something, but it has put me in a bit of a precarious situation. I also assume that these stat ups are permanent. Or stat downs, rather, as well. Not just stat changes are permanent, just because... just because it's random which ones go up and down, so I'm guessing it doesn't remember which ones actually went up and down after that. 50% off is pretty nice. I'm tempted by the champion's belt just because of the damage would be nice, though. For now, we'll just go like this. I could blow this up for good measure. Fair enough. Yeah, I don't know. I think I might go for the devil deal, especially with this tinted rock over here. Oh. Do I want even more tier rate or spectral tears? I might go for spectral tears, actually. That's just a really nice thing to have. We could easily replace it later on as well, so that is kind of nice. Pills are tempting. As long as they're good ones, of course. Surprised I didn't get hit there. There's not a lot of room there, but it worked out. Waited just long enough there for that to not be terrible. But yeah, since we also got a health up, I think I'll just check out the devil deal. If there's like a brimstone in there, then that's pretty much a guaranteed win at this stage, so that'll be lovely. Just like angel rooms, there are devil deals where you just get 3 items or something like that. There's a couple of devil deals where you just get a whole bunch of choices as well. That'll be really lovely. But we shall see. If I had one more bomb, I'd be able to get both a bomb and a pill, or a bomb and a coin. Honestly, the bomb and a coin wouldn't even be terrible, because I could get the champion's belt that way, which would increase the amount of champions, but simultaneously, it would also make life a little bit easier. Also, yeah, Fate's Reward, the little follower there, is doing my tiers. It's got the little spectral tiers as well, so it does kind of learn. It's just that his tier rate is, well, terrible, really. But, you know, he's doing his best. He's not quite Incubus, but he is a fun little blue face that is doing his best at the end of the day, so we should appreciate it at least a little bit. There we go. Even more tier rate or health, it kind of depends on what's in the devil deal, I guess. A guppy piece, or a conjoined piece. That's a tough one, because I would really like to have conjoined, actually. I'm gonna go for conjoined. Let's see if it works out. Still gonna go for tier rate, though, because that was not a lot of health that we lost there. We are nearing max tier rate. Could check out the curse room, that's really all I got left. I don't have any more consumables. Yeah. Let's just go. It's only a run to the chest, it doesn't need to be too complicated, we just have to try and make it to the end. I'd love to get a little bit more health. Curse of the Labyrinth, that's mildly annoying, but it does pretty much guarantee a devil deal on the next floor if we manage to survive for a while. With how devil deal chances work, we'll have to Caves done immediately, which is not great. Caves is still probably one of the easier floors, so it is kind of nice when this one plays it a little bit simpler, but also simultaneously we won't get any other curses, so I guess that's kind of nice. Good and bad. God, our damage is terrible. That experimental treatment did not help out that much. My damage being 2.5 is not ideal. My tear rate's pretty good, but it does take quite a couple hits to kill anything. At least we can hide behind rocks for the most part, so safety-wise we're at least gotten something. I feel like I've warmed up a little bit since I've no longer ran into every single tear that's being shot by these flies, so that's at least a little nice. That soul heart is fairly easily achievable, but let's see if we can get a couple more bombs and things. Perhaps the tinted rock will be on our way, perhaps something else that we'd want to blow up instead. Maybe we'll get flight somewhere on this floor. Anything is possible, really. Pins, yeah. Big old room with one enemy, you kinda have to assume there's gonna be pins in there. Not always the case, admittedly, but it's a good assumption to make just in case, because it can get a little dicey otherwise. I don't like it when things get a little bit too dicey. I feel like I'm getting the hang of skeletons after 10 years of playing this game now, and it's really just not standing still in front of them, which is such a tempting thing to do because you're trying to hit them, but then they're trying to hit you, and it's so tempting to focus so much more on trying to hit them than not getting hit by them at the same time. And I feel like I've only just made this connection recently after genuinely 100,000 runs of this game. It's kind of amazing how some of these things take so long to click, but once they do, it is actually just a nice little revelation almost. I appreciate that. I appreciate when you finally understand how the little things work. Because quite frankly, it's so easy to get stuck on stuff like that in this game. Honestly, like I've said many times before, this game, if you can just not get hit, then you can beat the game. That's really the main thing. As long as you can avoid damage, you're probably going to be okay, but unfortunately, you have to do all these other things at the same time, and that just overcomplicates things a little bit. But yeah, fair enough. Slowly but surely. After 100 years of practice, finally getting the hang of the game I've been playing for genuinely longer than probably most other games. There's been maybe a handful of games that I've actively played more than this one, and it is a tiny list for sure. And strangely enough, I'm still enjoying myself with this as well. It's just, sometimes things just click in a nice way, and I appreciate that. My range is horrendous, and I do not appreciate it. I've been trying to destroy that black poop for like a year, and none of my tears were quite reaching, it seems. Yeah, well, there's the item rooms, both of them. We only have one key, unfortunately, but perhaps we can get another one in this room somewhere. Maybe we can blow up a secret room next to one of the item rooms, but not... maybe. There could be one like above the challenge room. Not impossible. It's not exactly likely, but it's certainly not impossible, and with my current bomb count, it is a little bit tempting to try at least. I really hope we get a damage up. It's taking so long to kill these enemies. Or rather, it's taking so many shots specifically to kill these enemies, and that does make life a little bit trickier. Alright, so there's a thin room like here. There's also like a bunch of poops. There's definitely not going to be a secret room next to this one, but... Alright, yeah. I mean, that works. There was the blood puppy once again, but perhaps not today. What I'm actually gonna check now is... Can we indeed get something cool there? I mean, I might just do the challenge room as well. Although this looks like it's a thin item room, if I'm seeing that correctly. I'm gonna assume that I'm right. It's a little tricky to tell, but I'm fairly sure that's a thin item room, and that means that that is not going to work out in terms of opening it, having a secret room next to it, because thin rooms can't have a secret room next to their thin parts specifically. I have said many times that they cannot be next to a thin room, but that's technically not correct. It's actually, like, they can be on the end of a thin room, just not on the sides of a thin room. And sometimes you need to catch yourself on these things. We at least got a key from the challenge room, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. We will have to replace one of our items, and Might just end up being experimental treatment since... Yeah, I guess it kind of depends on what we're going to get from the bosses as well. Or if this is just not garbage and... I mean, I could get the health up, I guess. I don't really care about depression. Quite frankly. I'd rather not have it. But this'll do. I mean, the damage up is actually kind of tempting. The speed down's actually not even as bad as I would have imagined. Huh. Yeah, I might go like this, because this is effectively just a speed up at this point. If we get, like, one more syringe at the end of this floor, I'll give that another think, but I really wouldn't mind just having my damage not be quite so terrible, so I'm just gonna go like this for now. Admittedly, my movement speed is a little bit on the worrying side with it being 1, but, I mean, it's definitely been worse. It starts off at 1, doesn't it? Probably? Yeah. That sounds right. The Fallen. Okay, so that certainly decreases the chance that we're going to be taking a syringe item here as well. Given that this boss is going to give us a Devil Deal item. Which is lovely. I don't like you doing what you're doing right now. Yep. I need to get that Soul Heart, I think, after this. Oh, that works too. Oh, God, the Mark or... Duality. Duality is so good. In terms of having options. And I do like having options. Have I visited my shop? I have not. I'm gonna go with the Mark almost certainly, but... Let's go check out if the shop's any good. Also, that's the speed up, really. Oh, I thought I really need to read what items do. I'm so used to the Mark just being damage and just like a Soul Heart. And instead it's not even a Soul Heart, it's a Black Heart. And also, it's just really nice. This is really good. If there is something good in my shop, then I'll just go back for that 50% off. But if there's not, then that might be the way to go. Don't have a key. Right. That does change things a little bit. There was indeed a thin item room, I do believe. I'd like to say it was. I don't recall. I'm gonna be real. I do not fully remember if that was a thin item room, but let's just say yes. Let's just say yes, it was. We have 4 bombs, so we can still get that Soul Heart. I don't know if there's any Tinted Rocks I missed. We are getting to the point where this Poop Trinket is going to lose its value somewhat in terms of the amount of poops that we are going to encounter. I'd really like to get one more key, though. That would just be really nice. I'm surprised how cool that ended up looking. That looks so coordinated with the ice attack and everything. It was all by accident. But I truly enjoyed it, how it ended up looking in the end, so I can appreciate that. Is there a secret room right here? There could be, I think. Yeah. Nice. Alright. I'll take that, and then the final bomb will be against the... Oh... It will be to get that Soul Heart, especially now. Because, quite frankly, I'd like to get that. I'm gonna go in the curse room first, even though it means we get rid of that. Let's make sure we don't get hit by anything here. Oh. I mean, I don't even have an active item. I should probably at least take it. Getting to 1 full red heart is just so awkward. So I will actually take that, especially since we did lose out my other source of flies, which was that rotten heart, of course. But no key, no way to get in my shop. That's annoying. I mean, we could get something from the final boss of this floor, of course. There could be a lucky key or whatever it's called that gives you 2 keys in the end. There could be Mom's key. That doesn't sound right. I don't think that's a storeroom item. But, I mean, we have a chance to get a key. It's just that the odds are not exactly in my favor right now. And that's not great. I'm gonna verify. Yes, that was a thin item room. It is completely irrelevant, but still, sometimes you gotta know these things for sure. Alright. What we got? We got you. That's not too bad. I can... Oh god, the fear is not great though. Fear makes this boss do things that I am not great at, but we'll see if it ends up working out. Because if he jumps really quickly, then I'm just gonna hope that he's not gonna jump near me, because I can't do anything against that if he jumps to a random location. Right. I mean, I could get more bombs, or I could get more hearts. And honestly, I would probably prefer the hearts. I don't love these choices. I'll go with this. Tier rate wise, it's the same. It's more range, less shot speed. I do like having this. I'm one part away from conjoin, so I'm tempted not to get rid of the demon baby. But I don't know if I love that choice. Yeah, it's a shame we didn't find a key. We don't have any more bombs either, and we can't really get any either. Yeah, just gonna go like this. Not sure if it's the best choice, but it'll have to do because it's the one I made. We have a 100% chance of a devil deal. Hopefully that's gonna help out. We got some flies to help us out here and there. We got some pins. Surprisingly, we get some poops to destroy, and we immediately get a key after one room. Which is fair enough. That is usually how it goes in this game. That's usually when you go to the next floor, it's like, oh, we haven't given this one a key in a while. We should probably do something about that. I can appreciate those little moments. There we go. Bomb bag or linger bean. Great choices. Really, really cool, but perhaps not quite what I'm looking for. Gurgling's just hanging out in a button. I mean, the bomb bag is honestly a little tempting to just carry around for a little bit. I'm actually gonna do that, and hopefully not forget about the demon baby in the item room. Just for the sake of trying to get a few more bombs, because my consumable count is horrendous. Like, I got a decent amount of coins at least now, but I would love a little bit more of everything else. That is helpful, which is definitely done on purpose. It was not. That was a lie. Ooh, there we go. Bomb bag's already paying out. Very good. If we could just get a few more like that, then I'll go back for the demon baby afterwards, and we're on for a good time. I, for one, cannot wait. Battery. Boss. I guess we could just do the boss immediately. Would that be so bad? Yes, because I think I want to have the demon baby in my hands while we're doing the boss, because if I then have to take some terrible third follower, I don't have to, like, replace an item with it, so let's just not do that immediately. But we'll get back to that. I would like to check out the shop first, I think. There we go. 4 bombs. I do not regret my decision. This is actually starting to look like an amount of consumables. Plus, we already found a secret room as well, so we don't need to worry about that either. It's just good stuff all around. Probably could have done a little bit more with those poops in that room if I had left the room, but yeah. You can't fully play around the poop trinket. That would just be cheating almost. I mean, chaos is fun, but it's not at this point in the run is really the main thing. There's no rock bottom in my super secret room, or my secret room rather. It could be in my super secret room, I guess. Like, if there's a coin beggar in there, then the item that re-rolls could technically be what I want it to be. It could technically be that rock bottom that will then increase my damage forever and just make the build really strong. So I mean, I'll probably get red stew regardless. I actually don't know how does that work? If I get it and then remove it, because I assume that you'll just lose all the damage instantly. Which wouldn't be a strange assumption, I think. That's not bad either. I mean, my health is actually not really that worrying right now, so I don't really need to play that. But still, it's kind of nice that it's there, you know. I have a lot of money. I'm gonna go in here. Alright. Good. One floor where I have a 100% chance of a double deal. Let's just teleport. Just teleport in there. Bombs are key. Amnesia. God, that's not good. I have definitely already forgotten the layout of this floor, but you know, fair enough. Yeah, I don't recall what I have and have not explored. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the bomb back again, because I feel like that has helped out sufficiently. We got 8 keys now because of because of a lucky break with a bombs are key pill. So key-wise, we're pretty good. I genuinely, there was a moment when I was in that devil deal where I was like, should I just take damage to lose my devil deal chances? But I probably shouldn't. This could be interesting. I actually don't hate the idea of just getting rid of Guppy's head for flight. And just getting a free soul heart as well. That's also pretty cool. I don't really care about the other item either. Yeah, I'll take that. At least for now, I can also just use this to get some of the remaining items that I haven't picked up yet. Like there's a bomb here. That might be it, but there was a bomb there, and you know, that's at least something. It counts as it being a thing. I forgot about red stew, if I'm honest, but I'm just curious. God, chaos is tempting though, but I just don't have the room for it. 17. No, it does still lower. Slowly. That's interesting. Because I figured since I wouldn't have the item anymore, I would just kind of forget how it works, but I guess it just genuinely works. That's cool. I don't know why I'm so surprised by this. I don't know, I just really didn't expect it to work that way for some reason, so yeah, I appreciate that. That does at least make this floor a little simpler. Curse room is effectively free since I can just zoom out of there. Little horn. Is that something I would want? Yes. Yes is the answer to that. What would I like to replace? None of my current items. Really? Is the thing. Unless we get a tier rate up here. Health down? That's not a tier rate up. I could get rid of the spectral tears, I suppose, at this stage. Yeah. It'll have to do. I think this is better. I mean, it's a little annoying with rocks, obviously, but I don't know if I can justify having an item that's just spectral tears over something that will just deal loads of damage. It'll insta-kill champions, stuff like that. Like, there's a lot of good stuff about Lil Horn that I really want to have. So I'm just gonna take that. Plus those claw attacks against bosses are just really nice. There's a lot of good stuff there. For now, I'm just going to focus on clearing the remainder of this floor as quickly as possible. There's a golden chest waiting for me there. That I also kind of want to have. Come on. And I might as well have 12 keys. I could just go for anything, really. But red stew is always exciting because you suddenly have to just run for it for a period of time. And it does make life a little bit more exciting for sure. Well, the sneezing item, I've realized that I just forget I have it, so I probably shouldn't go for that. I don't really have anything for Lord of the Flies either, so we're just going to leave all that alone. Rock bottom would have been so nice for this run, though. But unfortunately, that is the case. Oftentimes, when it comes to rock bottom, I will actually take the second hand. I said that really weirdly. I said second hand like second hand, but not second hand, if you understand. Yeah, you get it. It's not second hand, it's the second hand. It's different. It's pronounced different, probably. This is gonna... English is a strange language. Shot speed up. Well, you did just lose it, so nice to have it back again, I suppose. That's just a cool room with flight. Probably gonna not reach the boss before the damage is fully run out, because I do want to look for the secret room as well. Tears up, nice. That's what you want to see. Yeah, there you go. That is what a thing looks like. A non-rock bottom. A non-bottom, if you will. Tarot cloth is not terrible, but... It will drop a card if I buy it, but that's really the only thing. I'd rather just even hope for money equals power than see if the card that I get from the tarot cloth is good, I suppose. Do you actually get a card from tarot cloth? Might actually not, you know, because... Might not, because it might just not give you a card. I don't remember. It's really the main thing. Alright, good enough. Let's go fight Mom with a little bit of extra damage remaining. A decent amount, I would say. Ooh. And with that second hand, it will also slow down quite significantly there. That's nice. Come on. I feel like I still have Spectral Tears somehow. At least it was very easy to shoot over those rocks, but I might have just accidentally positioned myself correctly for once. And actually just had a simpler time with it. Very nice. Alright, we are definitely running out of red stew, unfortunately, but we're getting some decent work done with it, so I appreciate it for how long it's lasted, especially since it didn't take up an item slot in the end. It was just a really nice thing to have for a while, so very cool. Really did, I just genuinely still surprised that it works the way it does. Really wouldn't have been surprised if you just instantly lost that damage when you got rid of it, but yeah, fair enough. Sometimes things in this game are just made very well. And it's... yeah, it's not all over the place, but it is largely the case for the most part, I suppose. But this is just kind of a weird character, so if there is like weird little quirks that happen from time to time, it wouldn't be like too big of a surprise. I got hit twice there. That's a rough one. I don't really need any more money. I could get an item technically out of that if I played it for a while. I might play it for a while, I suppose, if there is enough red hearts on the floor, because I could just use the Polaroid as well to get even more stuff out of it. And almost guarantee that we get an item out of it, so that could end up being really good. That's nice. That's better. I was planning on just horsing out of it, but now I can just do that. And the doors will open for me. Ooh, socks. Yeah, I'll touch that. For these soul hearts. If we can get a reroll, then that would be lovely. That's another blood donation machine. Probably not going to use two of them, but still nice to know that I have the option. We have run out of red stew, unfortunately. A Perthrow rune would be really nice, or perhaps a dice room. That is the number 4. Either one of those I would appreciate, because I'd love to reroll those secret room items. That's not great. I'm surprised I didn't get hit there, but I will happily accept that. It really did look like that laser went through me there, but you know what? That's just how it goes. Sometimes the game appreciates you. But with lasers it does tend to be a little bit more cruel, but maybe I just truly do not understand those hitboxes. Which I'm starting to believe that that's really just the main case why I get hit by those things so often. I just don't really understand them. That is a charged key. I don't think that's really going to be too relevant here, I suppose, but still, it's there. Come on. There you go. I guess he was poisoned? Did not notice it, but fair enough. That Mimic is just going to die to spikes, because apparently that's just an option there. Very cool. There might be a super secret room here. Don't like this room at all. I'm happy with my flight once again, because those holes would have actually been a problem, I think. It required some awkward movement to not get hit by at least a couple things there. But yeah, this could be plausible. No. Similarly, this could work. Yeah, there you go. That's a lot of... oh, okay. Okay, so... yeah, blood donation machine, very tempting right now because there's a lot of blood. There's a lot of Polaroid usage that I could be doing, and I might be able to get something out of that. Come on. Did I destroy a shopkeeper? No, because of the greed in the secret room. That's how I say secret room now. I've always said it that way. Don't worry about it. There we go. Squeezy. That's some soul hearts, which could be good if there's something good here. No, Krampus. Come on. Don't be a jerk, Krampus. I wonder if you could horse through his brimstone and still avoid damage that way. Because I feel like that shouldn't work. At least not in the way that I would like. Damocles is exciting, but maybe not. Maybe not for today. Is this a bigger tears up than this? I have to assume the answer to that is no, right? Yeah, it's definitely worse. Alright. We are going on a little adventure. And that adventure is called using the Polaroid repeatedly on the blood donation machine. To maybe get some more items. I guess it would have actually been kind of nice to have a temperance card or something like that, but yeah, fair enough. At least with this, I can do this for a while. Like 4 hits, right? Yep. At least there's 2 soul hearts waiting for me. The downside of this is that it is not very exciting, and usually I stop doing this before I really realistically reach the end because it's just not that fun. And I have to say, unsurprisingly, today is one of those days where, whilst the idea could possibly lead to a new item, I am already so disinterested in the idea that we are just going to leave instead. And that's just, that's the way it is. That's the way it is. My build's fine. My build will probably be okay. I could look for a dice room, could look for a birth throat, could look for so many things for that secret room item, and you know what? No. We're just gonna run away from all of that nonsense and call it a day. I feel like at most with the items that were in there, I could have gotten maybe like an extra... like if I got rock bottom in the secret room is really what I'm saying. I could have maybe gotten a little bit more tier 8, but that's probably about it with the items that were still on that floor, unless I kept rock bottom, obviously. Which would be tempting, I suppose, since I could just get rid of other stuff for it. Sun card's pretty good. I got 4 red hearts, that's not bad. That's a scary demon. Whoop, whoop. Cursed Eye or Euthanasia. Unfortunately, we're not going to get spun. fairly unlikely. Theoretically, we could still get conjoined, but quite frankly, my hope for that is fading somewhat, so we're just going to go like this. I could always go back to it if there is a 3rd follower in there somewhere, but honestly, I kind of like the idea of just high tier 8, many different weird shots getting shot from my eyes, and then just getting things to die in interesting ways. But it also might mean that Fate's Reward is going to be the next item to go, because it's, yeah, it's just been a little bit tricky today to try and get conjoined with getting 2 items and then just no other followers for the remainder of the run, so what can you do? It's fine. Conjoined is not exactly necessary to win a run at the end of the day, but still it would have been nice, you know, if it worked out. Would have been okay, but fair enough. Zoop. That got rid of a decent amount. I should probably use that more offensively. I'm really only using it to get out of curse rooms. And I should probably use it as an attack more often, but it does get a little spooky. I'm not killing these in one hit. That's a worry. I would have figured that 5 damage would be enough against these enemies, but I guess not. Yeah, well. Just means we're gonna have some more fun in this room, I suppose, but... yeah, it does make me a little worried about my damage. Simultaneously, my health is not exactly that concerning right now. So if I can just keep my health up, then again, we should be okay. Little Horn just takes care of all the enemies, so I don't even need damage. I just need Little Horn tears. If I can get to like 20 luck, then effectively I'll have a pretty good build. It's just, again, a little unreliable of a strategy to try and go for 20 luck specifically, but still not impossible. I mean, it's tempting, but with the fact that I can only hold so many items, I'd rather not. Oh. Are there soul hearts on this floor? There is one in the cursed room, and I don't want to walk all the way back there. I'm sure we'll get another one. Definitely would have preferred that was a 4 rather than a 6 in terms of dice rooms, but you know. It's okay. The build is adequate for its purposes. If we were going to something a little bit more difficult than the chest, perhaps I would be a little bit more concerned as well, but as it stands, this is fine. I should probably look for a secret room, though. I would actually enjoy to have another devil deal somewhere in this run that isn't terrible. That would be neat. And for that, I think I need to destroy a shopkeeper, so Let's go try and make that happen. There is, it's a pretty big floor. We have 8 bombs, which is not great, but it's not terrible. It's certainly doable-ish. I don't think it can be there, and that was most of the rooms already, though, so that's at least making it a little bit more plausible to find the secret room. As tempting as it is to place a bomb there. It's definitely not possible over there. So it could be next to the dice room. It could be next to the room with the Eternal Heart. Oh, that looks nice. Nope. Okay. Then it could still be next to the dice room as well, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Let's get all of these things. Bloop. Would have been nice if there was an item in there once again, but you know what? It's okay. I'll just leave like this. I should probably not do this and go for the soul heart instead, but you know what? Optimal play has been thrown out of the window somewhere along the line. Now we're just gonna have fun. We're just here to try and beat the chest. We're not here to be fancy about it. It only spawned 1 eye the second time around. Is it because it got frozen and that is just a little weird or something? Because I would have expected at least 1 more eye. That's odd. But I'll take it. I don't mind less eyes, I suppose. I'm still gonna have to go back for that. Oh. I didn't mean to get hit there. It was not on purpose. Even though it may have looked like it. I was instead intending not to get hit. Ooh, that'll do. Dead cat would be a second guppy piece that we would have touched, but that's about it. Bloody Gust is pretty fun. And then Book of the Dead, which I'm not really too interested in. Yeah. Let's go like that. I'm okay with this. Let's go get that soul heart now, because now I am a little bit in a health worry. But we can now at least get a pretty wild tear rate and movement speed. There's a fly there. Very happy about that. Oh, God. I could play the shell game, I suppose. Or the hell game, rather. Oh, there's still soul hearts in here. That's fine, I guess. Nope. Well, I guess Sun's not that good anymore. Yeah, I'll take Devil. This doesn't get rid of my Eternal Heart, right? Yeah. Yeah, let's just do that one more time. Can I do this? Yeah, you can do that in time. That's nice. Thanks, Polaroid. For a High Priestess card. How lovely. Let's do that 100 more times. This time I am a little bit more willing. Because Hell Game's just a little bit more exciting, isn't it? Who knows what kind of exciting rewards we can get out of this. Like black hearts? Or spiders? Or coins? No, or just spiders? Maybe it's just spiders all the way down, but you know, that's fine, I guess. I think if I have 1 half a heart and 1 rotten heart, that effectively counts as 1 full heart, right? Does that work the same way with the Hell Game, though? That's an exciting thing we're gonna find out today. Nope, just got rid of the Eternal Hearts. Damn it. That was unintentional. Well, that makes the Sun card even worse, so I suppose that's at least sort of okay then. I should remember to actually play those arcade machines, because I still need to get the dollar bill at some point. I kind of forgot that was even a thing. Can you please stop giving me spiders, though? Because it's been a lot of spiders. It's been just an unreal amount of spiders so far. I'm going to use the Sun card. We are going to get something good out of the Hell Game. I promise you. I'm not promising you. So far it's not been great, has it? But it would just be really nice. If there's anything other than spiders in that little game there, that would just... I want to see it happen, really. Is the main thing. Let's just blow this up as well. There we go. One more chance. Plus, at that point, we'll be at Polaroid range, and that is actually kind of nice for the remainder of the run, I guess, so... I don't even hate that too much. Jeez, though, look at that. It is just spiders. It's actually just spiders. Oh my god, you know what? We're good. We're just gonna get out of this place. This place is the worst. It's actually just really nasty. Well, fair enough, I suppose. Could I... I'm gonna try something. Just because I'm curious about it. Can I run into Hell Game with horse? Nope, that still costs health. At least we got our health back that time. It's not, technically speaking, just spiders. It's just a large quantity of spiders. Ay. What a mess. Well, that's at least good to know. I was kind of curious. Not like super curious. I was at least slightly curious. Whether or not that would work in terms of being able to play stuff like that for free. There's no way, right? Yeah. It looked like there were plenty of bombs that exploded there already. Let's just leave. Yeah, that's good to know. Once again, rock bottom would have been lovely. But again, you cannot get rock bottom every single run. It would change the balance of the game a little bit in a way that probably wouldn't be too exciting after a certain point. Specifically with this character as well. It would just, it would really break things a lot. There we go. I'd love a little bit more damage somewhere in this run though. Like if we could just get like a small rock or something. I don't know what I'd replace, but it's certainly something. The previous run we had of this character, we had like a cool electric fence of damage as well. This time around it's a little bit more tricky for sure. And that's why it can be quite nice if you get a good build with this character to just get an R-key instead, because it's definitely not guaranteed. But simultaneously, it's not like this build is particularly terrible or anything, it's just a little bit more rough. It is certainly a build that can probably beat the chest at least, especially with another luck up. Getting our luck to a fantastic 0. Wasn't even aware it was at -1 there, but yeah, fair enough. Euthanasia occasionally doing some work as well, so that's wonderful. Like, most of this build is just status effects. It is actually, like, we got the Play-Doh cookie, we got Euthanasia, and we got Little Horn. We just got a lot of weird tears that we're shooting at enemies right now, and it's strangely effective. There we go. Enjoy if we want to do that. I don't think the key rerolls into anything, so I'll just leave that alone, but the 3 soul hearts are nice. Tempted to use Devil card here, actually, just because it is a little bit more of a trickier fight. And then we can have the Hangman card for the next floor. So we could, not use it, because we're already flying, but still, it would be kind of nice. I don't know, I'm just kind of assuming we're gonna get, like, some okay item to replace another less okay item on the next floor, and I think the Devil card would be better suited for this fight because of that. Polaroid is also just still quite nice, though. There we go. We are slowly but surely reaching the end of this little adventure. And I hope it's been good for everyone, because, oh god. Because it's always a little bit exciting to play as this character, at least. At some point I will have to actually play as the more difficult characters, unfortunately, and that is going to be something that I probably should have balanced the recording around so I could get some of that stuff done more frequently so I don't have it all piled up at the end, but you know, it is what it is. I've already made my choices. Right, so let's get that. That's another little thing on the post-it, so that's good. 1 floor remains. What will this floor give us today? Not a lot, as it turns out. I mean, Celtic Cross isn't terrible, but it's not exactly amazing. Yeah. I'll touch this just because I'm not sure if we have. Or how many books we've touched, if any at all. But, yeah. I mean, Yo Listen is a soul heart, I think. Oh, and it's a luck up. Is that a permanent luck up or just temporary? Yeah, only when you hold the item. Alright. I mean, Hourglass you could argue is better than the horse at this point in the game, but if there's creep on the floor, then that's no longer really the case either. Oh god, well that's a good start. Could still go wrong, unfortunately, if we just do stuff like that. I thought Yolissum was also a soul heart for some reason, but it's not. I could use it to find a secret room at least, because we don't have a lot of bombs, but that would work. So that's at least something. Please don't be mean. I know there's two of you, but I would still appreciate it if you would just go one at a time, please. Okay, there we go. That's one. That's two. That's the friend. Oh, that's fine. This is going to take a minute. This is going to take a second here, but once we got it done, we'll hopefully get something cool out of them. I forget what you get out of this boss. It's not Shoop the Whoop. That's like from regular Envy, but this one probably drops an item too. It's not just troll bombs that this one drops. Is it the fly? I think it might be one of those attack flies or something like that, right? That sounds right. I believe it. I'm still very happy about my horse. I guess mostly just because it gives me a big speed up. Like, it just sets your speed to 1.5, I think, and unless it is any higher than that, and that's just wonderful. Because getting all of your stats up can be a little tricky as this character, of course. But fortunately, this time around, it's fine. But unfortunately, my damage stat has retained a slightly lower than perhaps preferred number. Fortunately, the shape of this room doesn't really allow them to ever go to this side, apparently, so I can take them down fairly safely, because they're all largely just sort of stuck in that place. Does kind of make the boss fight a little bit simpler, even with a build that's not particularly strong against anything. And I appreciate that. And it's a troll bomb. Yeah, fair enough. It would have been nice if it wasn't, but I was, as you might have been able to tell, slightly ready for that occurrence. Come on. We are fighting this boss with effectively a basement build. That's not true. It's definitely better than a basement build, but it's I don't know. It's not a lot better, is it? I'll take half the red heart. Hopefully I'm not going to accidentally pick up another one, but I do like the idea of just having an extra hit available there. This is the creep that I previously mentioned that I was a little worried about. But fortunately, I can just fly over it. Because we did not take the Hourglass. I might take the Hourglass before the Blue Baby fight, I guess. That wouldn't be too terrible. Because at least then I'll have an active item. Although, this is obviously not a terrible item either. Just for those little zoomies. It's just a little scary to use on occasion against stuff like this as well. Because occasionally there is just a lot going on in a room and it can be kind of spooky. But simultaneously against the Blue Baby, it's mostly flies and you do insta-kill those when you go through them. That's a soul heart. I was kind of hoping to get, like, you know, an item. But you know what, fair enough. Let's go check out if there is any secret rooms in any of the areas we've visited so far. From the look of things, I'm gonna say the answer to that is probably not. It's not like he's particularly zooming anywhere with great purpose, but yeah, fair enough. Good to know. This entire side of the map was pointless. Let's go back on our journeys. That's possibly dead cat. If we killed that one last, that was not intentional. But fair enough, we did at least kill that one first. I really wouldn't want the heart anyway, but it could also just re-roll into something else, I suppose. I'm not sure if there's a difference in the odds of whether or not an item drops from one of these bosses. That would actually be kind of good to check out sometime, because it might make, with this character specifically, it would be kind of good to, like, consider which bosses to kill first. If you just specifically wanted to get an item drop out of them. Also, it's not the heart that these drop, it's the lard as well, so that's not great. There we go. Slowly but surely. Eventually the enemy will die. But it is a little bit of a tricky build with how much damage we're doing. 99 bombs. Well, I will take that. Because we just keep those. We know that the secret room's not over there. It might be over here. Yeah, there you go. Sackhead or Rune Bag. Rune Bag's not bad, you know? I just have a difficult time sacrificing anything for it. Simultaneously, tier rate is definitely going to be worse. Every 7 to 8 rooms, though, is pretty rough. That's a lot of rooms. But every time we take damage, our tier rate's going to go up as well. I'm just going to hold it for a while and see if we get anything out of it. But I think the moment I find the boss room, it is just... I will just go for the boss. I think that's probably a better choice than trying to get a rune. A per-throw rune would be kind of amazing, though. I would enjoy that. Wheel of Fortune. I mean, yeah. I did say previously that I should play those machines more often. And I do have a lot of coins. We could theoretically get hearts out of it. You're making this a little awkward. Fortunately, again, horse is saving us from any creep. And that's one of them dead. And now we just have to wait a little longer. Occasionally those slowdown effects also slightly helping out with this fight. Not exactly a reliable strategy with the Play-Doh cookie, unfortunately, but still, it's nice when it happens. There we go. An actual item, and it's really, really good. Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna get rid of the room bag immediately. And take that plus 3.21 damage instead. Because I have a large quantity of funds. And I think that also means we're not gonna play the Wheel of Fortune. Because I'd rather just have large quantities of money instead. At this stage. Unfortunately, no money inside it, but that's fair enough. This has suddenly become a lot more reliable. I pressed the button to horse, but my horse did not horse. And that is unfortunate. But it ultimately did give me a bit more tier rate because I took damage, I think. So, you know what? It's fine. It's not quite ideal, but it'll do. I should probably be using more bombs as well, thinking about it. I should be doing stuff like this. Because, quite frankly, I have a lot of bombs. I do not need to worry about my bomb count anymore. There we go. That's one. Let's just throw a bomb in front of you as well. Very nice. You can make life so easy if you just get the right items. And sometimes that takes until the very, very last floor. Almost even the last room in the last floor, but it still counts. That was with the blue baby as well, with the tainted blue baby, where we actually just got the right items at the very last possible moment. But still, it's a nice little bit of almost consistency, at least. I should just be fighting this normally. I'm not sure what I'm trying to do with these bombs, but I do feel like if I can get a couple of these to hit, they would probably do some decent damage. There we go. Alright. Another thing done as a character. We got Mom's Lock, which is a trinket that I don't love. It's not great, that's really the main thing. There's better trinkets in the game. But we got some more progress as Tainted Isaac. We only have Greedier mode and Mother left to do on this character, so we actually almost have a completed Tainted character now. So that's pretty fun. And yeah, that's just gonna be that. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Next time we play, we'll do a different run with a different character. And I hope to see y'all there. Bye bye.